I decided I'm gonna vlog my period. I'm 31, recovering, healing from long COVID. Kind of it amplifies other things that you already have going on. Menstrual things, it just increases your symptoms. So for me, I just get so much more tired. My cramps ramp up, and also like if I start to do physical activity, like my symptoms flare. There is some work that I want to do today, but I like laid in bed till almost, no, till like 1:30. I didn't really do my morning routine that I've been sticking to because I realized that, you know what, sometimes I need to have like not be so strict and have a bit of flexibility and recognize that like, okay, today's a day that I need like more rest. I just need to be a potato in bed, and sometimes that's okay. I have my hot water bottle with me. Probably should take some magnesium because that helps with my symptoms. Oh, and iron and vitamin B12, but that's downstairs. I've been taking it the days leading up to this moment. And also, I've just been really trying to embrace having my period since since my life has changed very drastically. Realizing that like I really need to like listen to my body. One thing that I've been doing is like really trying to like embrace and love my period, see it as an experience, just like something that shows me that I'm like alive and I'm living. What makes me like unique to be a woman, and instead of dreading it, no matter what it is, dreading the thing makes it worse. Last time when I got my period, I felt so grateful. This time I like knew I got it. I like woke up in the middle of the night-ish. I was like, oh, there it is. Spark of gratitude didn't come this time, but it was just that I'm like, okay, there you are. I've been waiting for you. And now she's here. So we're just gonna try and go with the flow. Also during this time, I definitely get like my depression symptoms, all these things, like my nervous system, my programming, just that all that gets amplified. I definitely get more in my head about things, more gloom and doom. I get more judgmental of myself and others in the world. Remembering that like this too shall pass, and just to like observe this as an experience and remember that, you know, this will pass and it's not gonna be here forever. I just had some oatmeal and I'm gonna eat, I guess it's coleslaw, some cabbage salad, gluten-free bagel. Then I'm gonna do some stuff on my computer, probably at some point, then watch TV or a show or YouTube. Let me get settled into my day. I was just watching back a bit of my film, not seeing my hair and just seeing like red spots and acne on my skin. There's so much vulnerability in sharing that, because I swear, like I always wear makeup or like I'll do touch up in like an app or something if I don't want to show a pimple. So just raw recording is like, so it's kind of scary. When I'm on my period, I always wear dark pants because of course I've leaked too many times in pants that I actually really like. Majority of the time now I use period underwear. Brand is called Aisle, Aisle. These they're very comfortable, but I think they're missing like some kind of lining where, because it's like I bleed so much in just between my legs, like in the crotch area, even though there's padding up here, it's not where the blood flows or goes. I also sometimes wear in unison if I don't feel like, if I know like I'll probably leak over, so I'll wear a Diva cup. And I once in a while use panel liners. I don't really ever use tampons anymore. I prefer to just free throw. It also helps with cramping and symptoms. I find I have less symptoms if it just like flows and there's nothing inside to like limit it in some way, if that makes sense. So today I slept most of the morning and then I worked in bed, and then I had dinner, and then I worked in bed some more, typing and listening to some videos of this course that I'm doing. Normally I'd write out my notes, but I wasn't at a desk, and I honestly don't think I could focus that much or last as long as a desk and not get as much as I want done, so I just did my bed. But yeah, I'm going to bed now. Good morning. The second day of my period. I definitely slept better last night. Period has come. I always find there's a bit more relief the second day, at least this time. I'm not in the gloom and doom that usually comes the first day and maybe like the couple days before. It's interesting to see how my mindset changes, how deep in like gloom I can be of just like everything. Like it's so hard to see out, to take off that lens and like see the good, because yeah, sometimes I just get so critical of myself and others in the world. I think now, as I'm like paying more attention to my period, I'm like able to, I'm like, oh, okay, like this is like my hormones. This is like this is the programming that's going on right now in my body, and it's not me. Like, everything's fine. Like, I don't have to freak out about this, because it can be very easy to like spiral, and I didn't spiral too bad, but there was some spiraling that happens. That's just how it is at the moment. I had this like natural chaga mushroom tea drink. It was very good. I needed to treat myself to something, and I'm having some electrolyte drink with water, making sure I hydrate a lot. I haven't in a while. Like, sometimes I'll make sure I drink like nettle and raspberry leaf tea. Those are, I know, really good for your period. Had my iron this morning, had some vitamin B12, some ashwagandha. There's also ashwagandha in that tea. I'm on my 3rd pair of period underwear. Yeah, usually what I do, wear them, and then I just like wash them out in my sink, leave them dry before I wash them. I am currently taking a little break. I'm doing this course. It's called Minecraft she goes by M on the Brain on Instagram. She's honestly brilliant, and it's connecting so many dots for me, and I'm really excited about it. One thing that I'm stepping into is remembering, like, trying to just like let go of my dreams a little bit, like have them there, but not be so strict onto how I should let them happen, and to be inclined to my intuition, which I know on your period is supposed to be, supposed to pay attention to. On my note for when you are on your period, your intuition is high, so go inward. It's time to reflect, and release. Time to let go. Eat iron-rich foods, magnesium-rich foods, omega-3, fatty acid, pumpkin seed, and flax seed. Also, sometimes I do like the seed cycling, listen to some affirmations, kind of tapping into my intuition today while I'm doing this course, and thinking about what my dreams are and what my goals are in life, thinking about art and how I want that to be in my life, being less restrictive in how I've been very like solid to, I guess I'm like, I need to do this, and this. Like, I have a list of all the things and goals I have for art and things I want to do, or like things I can apply to. It's not really my thing. I don't like being told how I should create. I like coming up with my own ideas, and that's why I think I've always been really attracted to fine art. It's a difficult industry to be in, and ultimately a lot comes down to my health too. Like, I just want to feel really healthy and happy. Anyways, that's day 2 update. On YouTube, I was just watching videos. I was like, oh, do other people do period vlogs? I was watching someone else do one, and they were talking about how they just kind of let themselves eat what they want to eat and just indulge in what they want to indulge in. Speaking of that, I'm coming to eat something because I'm hungry. Definitely get more ravenous in my period. Sometimes I feel, I had this like maybe 2 days ago, or yes, no, it was 2 days ago, when it's like I could eat a horse. Like, I could eat everything and I still never feel satisfied. This doesn't work. I'll get into that fear of like, oh my god, I'm gonna feel this way forever, and it doesn't stick around. However, I was thinking though, instead of black, I should get a red sweatsuit, because then it's colorful, and it wouldn't, I mean, it might stain if you leak, but it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Speaking of leaking, I feel like I leak almost every period. I'll leak in my bed, on some pants, or whatever. It's happened so many times. I remember the first time I was at camp was wakeboarding, leaked down my leg. I was at a restaurant once with my cousins, and I leaked onto the chair. Often, like, black pants, always like leak through them. I mean, nobody else can tell, but I can tell. I get home, I'm like, oh shit. Especially like sometimes wearing like a pad or like reusable underwear, period underwear. I'm like, oh, like you can't, it's hard to tell if like it's a leak or it's just you're bleeding onto the underwear. But while my gluten-free bagel is heating up, I wanted to share a story that I was thinking about earlier. So back in August, I think what happened to me was I had an ovarian cyst burst. This was excruciating pain. I was home alone. At first, like my skin, it felt like it was on fire, like I was having an allergic reaction to something, and then I started to get really bad cramps, and then I was like, oh, like it was just getting really, really bad. And sometimes like I've gone into the shower, I was like, I just need some relief. So I was in the shower, and then it was just like I was like vomiting and like shitting myself because the pain was so bad. and I had the shower, and I can't stand this if I wasn't in pain, but I had the shower on the hottest it can go, and I was just lying there with it like coming onto my, it was like the left side of my body, like my pelvis, and oh my, it was excruciating, and I was so out of, like, I was just so out of touch with what was happening. I remember I was like, maybe I should call somebody, like this seems maybe serious. But by the time like I was really having those thoughts, my phone wasn't near me, and like the effort that it felt to go get the phone was just too much. I was just like so in this pain. And then it like turned spiritual, or whatever, you know, was going on in my brain, whatever you want to call it. It was like I was getting like messages from the universe, and I can't remember what at that time it was, because I had a similar thing happen on New Year's, but it wasn't related to my ovarian cyst, but it was just like I was in a lot of pain. It was getting like message from the universe, like I think it was like social media is toxic, or just like it was just like, wake up, you need to slow down, like slow down, your body can't handle this. And that relates to me, I think, recovering from like long COVID, and just like always my inner self, always pushing myself, never feeling proud of myself, and like not recognizing my accomplishments, and like really slowing down, taking time to listen to my intuition. So that's what the message I was getting, but it wasn't like clear words, it was just like feelings and like knowings. Anyways, that was wild. One of the most insane pains I've ever had in my life. And then after it passed, I felt fine. Like I had no more pain. I felt tired, but like the physical pain that I had that had been experienced, all gone. That was absolutely wild. Okay, I'm gonna eat my bagel then. So it's now 8:47. End of day 1 period. Day 2? Day 2. I stayed really hydrated today. Very proud of myself. I had this and another drink this morning. I had lots of protein, 2 oranges, like really ate my food. I took care of me. I was on my computer a lot. I'm also just taking notes and learning in this manifestation course. It's absolutely amazing. I love it so much. And it's really helping with my mindset. I am getting a little tired and hungry again. I did have dinner, but I'm gonna go eat more food, because if you're hungry, you're hungry. Maybe watch a little show, maybe a little Ted Lasso, then go to bed, and probably sleep in tomorrow, because today was like a big day, and I know tomorrow evening is gonna be a big evening. It's my cousin's 30th, and she's having a murder mystery party, which is gonna be so much fun. And I wanna have a lot of energy for that, and I know like my period days can be up and down. So normally I would just like stay in for my whole period and I wouldn't leave the house, but this obviously is a very, very important moment. I don't have anything else to say about my period at this time. Just that makes me feel like a woman. Love it so much. All right. That's it. This is day 4 of my period. It's pretty light today. This does happen. I am still a bit tired and my mood isn't amazing, but feeling not too bad. Next time it's like I need to do my pre-period as well, because definitely the days leading up to it, I forget if I mentioned this, but like there was one day last week, like maybe 5-6 days before, where I was just super depressed I couldn't get out of bed. And then a day or two before, or maybe the day before or the day that I got it, again, was just so judgmental and angry. And I think for me, I think that's what I find really difficult, is the mood. The mood swings can be hard to embrace. But here we are, yet again, living through one of the many, many cycles that women go through. Blessed. I am blessed to have blood seeping between my legs. Oh yeah, I wrote a poem. Not this period, but a couple periods ago. Maybe I'll redo that poem.